Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay, so when you got the score?
Uh, Today, like the message was delivered at around 2:30 in the night. I saw it in the morning at 5.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Can you please introduce yourself and your background and why you are looking for PT examinations and why you took PT examinations?
Okay. So I am Harman Kaur. I am from Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh, India. I came to Australia to visit my sister and my brother as they live here. And I gave PT exam because English is a language, is a universal language, and you must know it. So I'm planning to take admission over here in early childhood. So the desired score was 7.5. So that is the reason I took PT exam.
I can recall that you called us and told me that, okay, I'm looking for 7.5 in speaking. And I told you that you will be getting good score because the way you were performing, and I can easily understand it is some sort of sense that I can get that whenever we are working together with the students that how much you can get.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how you found BT, that means definitely you did some sort of research because you came from India for a visitor visa in Australia with for your family, and then you made the mindset that you'll be studying in Australia in a specific subject that is early childhood. But
Yeah.
definitely you or your family members did some sort of research that, okay, you can actually at least invest time and money into this particular institution to get prepared for the PT and how it all happened. Could you please tell something?
Actually, my younger brother who lives here, he also prepared for his PT with you guys. So he told me that I should do coaching with you and you will guide me well so that I can achieve the desired score. Because he told me that it will help me to learn the tricks, the areas which I need to work hard on. So
So do you
that's how
think
I.
that your brother, whatever suggested, it ought the enough and you made the right decision?
Yes, I made the right decision because I gave PT without preparation and I got 7.5, which was not appropriate, which was not enough. So I needed the, help
Okay. Now,
to get
Harman,
the.
could you please tell me that the first day you started your PT preparation journey with us, and
Okay.
from the day one, still uh, you every day you were practicing and you were focusing more on the quality of the performances, how you can increase the score in speaking, reading, writing, listening. And I found you very much energetic student because you have always a passion to deliver the best. Now, could you please tell me your experience that how we actually work together? How was your experience? What are the things you actually experienced from this PT preparation journey? Could you please elaborate these things so that it can be helpful for other students as well?
So the thing is, the timetable which you guys provide is the best. Like in week we have classes for two subjects. Either it's listening, writing, and the next week speaking and writing. So in 2 weeks you guys cover the entire syllabus. So in the meantime, when there are no classes, the student can practice and prepare well for the exam. So that helped me a lot because for example, on Monday there is writing class, so I learn all about the tricks and the things I need to work on, and then I have days to practice those questions, and then on Wednesday the new section starts, either it's reading or writing. So it overall helped me a lot.
That means you're telling that the day one you're learning and the same day you are practicing, the next day you are going for
Exactly.
a, yes,
Exactly.
I got your point.
Yes.
I got your point. So it's actually you are getting a proper evaluation that, okay, whatever you learned and whatever you
Ex-
practiced, whether you are
yeah.
going on the right track or not, whether this is the right way, the
Exactly.
right pattern to get your desired score or not. Am I right?
Exactly. So we move section by section as it comes in the exam also.
Okay, great.
So the brain gets used to the pattern.
Yeah, correct. And I can see that you got listening 90, speaking 90. That is the perfect score, 9 out of 9. And you got reading 83 and writing 84. Could you please tell me something about the way you learn speaking, the way the pattern works, the way the technique works, the way the strategies that whatever you learn, how it works and how you practice so that others can understand and try to follow that particular pattern and method so that they can get their desired score?
Sure. The thing is, I when I was practicing at home, the questions for speaking, I was not getting full marks. Out of 90, I was either getting 60 or 70, and I didn't knew what I was doing wrong. So then I contacted you that I am not getting, good score in read aloud. So you guys helped me. You pointed out that I have to increase the speed of my reading, and I have to minimize the pauses. So I worked on those two specific things, and I think that helped me in achieving full score in speaking.
Oh, great. That means
Yeah.
the discussion we had, I can recall that the way you are trying to deliver your read aloud, you are trying to give in natural pauses. That means when there is a comma,
Yeah.
full stop, that
Yeah.
means you are chunking in a better way. You're always focusing on the storytelling approach. You're also creating a good intonations, but it was a actually not that much the page and speed was not good enough. So definitely
Yes.
you have to just improve the speed so that you can get good score in
Yes.
the fluency. It works. Apart from that, the way you perform your describe image and little lectures, do you think that the methods you followed, the strategies, the techniques you followed, it works for delivering any sort of images or delivering any sort of detailed lectures? What is your thought about
Yes,
it?
I think it is the best technique because you have a format and the picture is right in front of you. You just have to place those thoughts in those fill in the blanks so you can, I think, perform, describe any image or any graph with that given format.
Okay,
So
now we'll be
it
moving
is all.
towards the writing section. So
Um,
definitely from the very beginning, our my goal was not to focus on the template only. You have to focus on the content, and top of that, you have to focus on the two items skills that is called grammar and spelling. Now, could you please tell me your experience, the way you practice everything, following the templates, on top of that, focusing more on content, focusing more on not making that much of spelling and grammar mistakes. So what is your
yeah.
suggestions or what is your experience about it?
I would say that we must follow the template, but apart from that, the thing which is unavoidable is like the thing which we can avoid is spelling mistakes. So if we finish our essay within 15 or 16 minutes, or you can even take 17 minutes, you should at least have 2 to 3 minutes to proofread so that you can avoid spelling mistakes because it carries, good marks, and we should focus on our grammar also. So that's what I did in practice because content is okay, you can get a good score in content format and everything, but these two areas we should focus more
Yes,
because
so
we can
most of the students, yes, I got your point.
take scores over here.
So you're trying to say that, okay, the way we are following any particular format or template for essay or anything, that is okay. Even the content we are
Yeah.
generating, that is also okay. The most of the
Yeah.
people are not taking it seriously, that they are making many spelling and grammar mistakes, but they don't have enough
Yes.
time to check. And at the end of the
Yes.
day, they are not getting the best score they are targeting. And that can be the
Because I
reason.
was also making, content was okay, format was okay, but I was not getting marks in my practice because I was making silly grammar mistakes and silly spelling mistakes.
Okay.
So that's what I tried not to do in the exam.
Okay, great. So the way this is the questions about your exam experiences, because you told me that could you please share your exam experiences because you sat for the exam 3 days ago, and how was
Yeah.
that, and how was your speaking, how was your reading, writing, listening, and you got the score probably after 2 days, if I am not wrong, because you sat
It
for the
was
exam
on
on 22nd.
22 and I got 25th. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Third day, I would say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so could you please tell me the
Yeah.
experience of your PT exam in the exam hall so that others can understand that what they should do, what they should not do from your own experience?
Sure. So the thing is, in a room, I think there are a maximum 6 to 7 people, not more than that. If you're lucky, then you will be seated, a bit far from the other person. But mostly what happens is people are sitting very close to each other. Like I was sitting here and the other person was sitting right next to me, and there is a cardboard like wall that
Yes,
separates you, but you can hear the other person talking and the other person will hear you. So they just the examiner, they come and they log into your computer. So what I would suggest is that as soon as the examiner comes, the one we should start the examination, because it is not the rule that all of us have to start the exam again. So as soon as the examiner comes, we should start it as soon as possible so that we start speaking before other person speaks, because when the other person starts speaking, it distracts us.
That means you're
So
trying to say that the
that
first 10
that
minutes is
that's
the
the
preparation
mistake
time.
I made. Yeah, yeah. I made the mistake of not
I got
starting
your
it
point. I got
earlier.
your point.
And
You're right.
yeah,
You're right. So the message
yeah.
is, if I am not wrong, if I actually try to tell in a better way, so you will be given 10 minutes for checking everything. So if the
Yes,
person came
mic
and log into your
checking,
account, yes.
sound.
So you should start immediately,
Yes,
because if you can do read aloud faster
exactly.
earlier, so there is no sound around you, and read aloud carries huge amount
Yes,
of score in the reading. So you are performing with more confidence and zero sound in that particular room.
yes.
That's a good approach. Very, very good. Apart from that, any other suggestions and tricks you think that, okay, I should have followed it earlier, but it's okay. Would you like to share that experience to any students, that they should do these kind of things in the exam hall? Anything else
In examination, apart from this,
about note
I
taking
would say
or
that,
writing? What are the things they should do? That's the any tips and tricks that you think that I should have followed, but that is okay, but people can get benefited if they follow these tips and tricks from your own experience.
okay. So like as I told you that I made a mistake that I didn't started earlier. Other people started before
Mm.
me.
Yeah.
So if the sound is obviously coming, though you're wearing headphones, but if you press, hard on your earphones, then you can cancel. Yeah, you can press like this. Then then you can cancel the sound which is
That
coming
means you
from the
are
person
using a
to you.
hack of noise cancellation. So the noise
Exactly. So
cancellation
I
is
had to do like this. If I didn't, do like this, then I was hearing the person next to me, and it is very distracting in speaking, because you will not get a chance to listen to it again, and that is very necessary. So you
okay.
can, just keep your hands like this, and it will help. And we must try to, write as much as possible, but just the starting letters in speaking. It
Okay.
will help.
Okay,
Yeah,
great. That
that's
means you're
what
talking
helped me
about retail
because,
lectures. Am I right? Retail lectures.
yes, retail lectures and repeat sentence.
Oh,
You just write
you
the
took
first
notes on
letters.
repeat sentences as well.
Yes, because I forget very easily. So I didn't wrote the full word. I was just writing the initials.
Okay, so that at
So
least
yeah,
you can
so
make a
that
full
even
sentences.
if I yeah if even if I don't remember the full sentence, I can create a sentence from the initials.
Okay. Any tips for
But
the
you
writing
don't
essay
have,
in the exam hall?
pardon?
Essay or summaries? Any tips or your understanding that, okay, in the exam hall, whenever you are writing essay, any specific suggestions or recommendations you have?
For writing essay, I would just say that do not think too much. Do not, spend too much time about,
Content generation.
thinking. Exactly. Because if you spend too much time on content generation, then you will not get the time to complete your essay. And obviously proofreading, which is very necessary. That's what I used to do in my practice here. When I used to practice at home, I used to spend so much time on content generation that I didn't get the time to complete the essay
Oh,
and
great.
proofread my essay, which reduced my marks. So in the exam, I tried that I'll not spend so much time on content. Whatever thought was coming into mind, even if it was little much related to the topic, I wrote it so
Oh,
that I
great.
can get enough time for proofreading, and that's what I did.
Oh,
So
great,
that is
great.
the, yeah.
Oh, but you got listening 90, so that I can ask two questions from listening section. That is, the first is summarize a spoken text. Could you please tell me that the way you perform summarize a spoken text, what was your strategy, and what is your opinion about how a person can do better in the summarize a spoken text, that is, you're listening and then typing, what they should follow
Okay.
and what they should not do from your own experience?
I would say that the person should, try to understand what, the basic idea of the lecture that other person is delivering, and then you should try to write as much words as possible, as much content as you can, listen and write. And if you can, then you should write, you should try to write a full sentence which other person is saying, so that you do not make grammar mistakes. And you should not write the words uh which are difficult to spell, or of the spelling which you're not sure about, you should try and replace those words with synonyms.
Okay. Great,
Yeah.
great, great.
And
That
just
means you're trying to
follow
say
the
that
format.
in the summarized spoken text, it's very important to understand the context, what the speaker said,
Exactly.
so that you can
Exactly.
make your own sentences. And second point, you told
Yes.
that if you are not confident about the spelling of any particular word, you have to find out a
Yeah.
better replacement, any synonyms or any
Exactly.
other words, so that you
Exactly.
are confident that
Yeah.
your spelling is correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very good.
Yes.
That's very, very brilliant idea and brilliant recommendation and suggestion as well. So the last one about your preparation is write from dictations. How was
Okay.
your experience and how much you practice and what is your suggestions if you want to give someone that who want to do better in the write from dictation? What will be your advice?
I would say that practice heaps and heaps of questions, because I practice, I would say, a lot of questions. I would say 300 to 400 questions.
Oh, great.
And you should write the, because in write from dictation, we have time to type. So we should write the initials of the words, and the words which we think we can, miss out or we can forget, then we should write at least, a short form for that word. So that's what I did. And I paid special attention to the words which had s in that, like
Okay.
shapes.
Okay. Got
Yeah.
it. That is plural.
And
Yep.
yes, yes. And the sentences which have da, because these are, the things which I used to miss when I used to
Practiced.
practice.
Correct. Correct.
Yes. So I was very attentive while listening, that I do not miss the s. So
Okay, great,
that's,
great, great. And whatever the suggestions and what are the advice you have shared and tricks and tips, I believe that who are listening to this, they must follow and they must get the best score. And I believe
yeah.
that the way you have performed, you will be definitely doing good in your next education pathway. That is, you're going to enroll in any subject, you'll be doing good. Now I have next thing is that like we are a business, it's a training center, you know that one. So
Yeah.
it is very important to convey the message that this is the right place for a person to get trained for their PT preparation and to get their score. Now, what is
Yeah.
your overall observation? Could you please share some experiences, overall experiences, the way you got support, the way you understood, the way everything happened?
My overall review and observation is that it is the right place. If if you're planning to do PT and if you want good scores for PT, because the structure which you guys have designed for for covering all the sections of the exam is very good. And at any point of time, if you have any doubt or any problem, that then you can just message, and you will your problem will be solved within within an hour or so.
Okay, great. So
And
that means
they
the way we are
yes.
communicating with the students is very much,
Yes,
flexible and
yes, communication is very good, and communication, I would say, is very important. And on the top of that, timely communication is very essential.
I got
So
your point.
that was, yes, yeah, that was good, which
Okay,
helped me.
now I will give you 10 seconds that you have to make one sentence about PT. And what will be that sentence? You can think. You have to make one sentence. It may be repeat sentence and write from dictations. And it should be regarding your experience.
Should I say?
Yeah, sure.
So my experience with was very overwhelming, and I'm very happy and satisfied of my decision to, you know, study with you guys. And I'm very happy that I was able to score my desired score.
Oh, thank you very much. It's a nice repeat sentence and write from dictation if it happened in the real exam.
But
Okay.
it was not 8 to 10 words.
Okay. And the last one is our business is mostly depending on the word of mouth. So in future, if anyone is looking for some sort of PT preparation coaching, would you like to recommend them our
Sure,
coaching?
definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. I will.
Yeah, very good. I'm happy. And if I ask you to rate us out of 10 a scale, what will be your ratings? And is there any areas that we can improve and we can do better?
No, I don't think so. I'll rate you guys 10, because whenever I needed help, you guys were there, and I am able to score what I wanted. So I have no complaints.
Okay, great, great.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm happy that we got 10 out of 10. That's a compliment, definitely. And I'm also happy that you got your score and you got superb score, that is 89 overall. You got 19 speaking, 19 listening, 84 above in writing and reading. And congratulations, Harman. And I just wish you all the best. And I hope that you'll be doing very, very good in your near future education, the way you have done in this particular PT test.
Thank you so much.